In the last tutorial we have seen how to download all the required files, and in this tutorial we'll go ahead and actually apply those files and install the Simple Machines forum onto the web page. Okay, so all the files have been successfully loaded to the server, and we can check those by looking at here. So there is 1054 files, and we can also see here that the file transfer was actually successful. So therefore let's go ahead and let's click on server, and now we can disconnect from the server and we can close the FileZilla. Alright, so we're back to the web page, and what we need to do now is actually go to the web page itself. So I'll go and open it up in a new tab, and straight ahead we are going to be redirected to the SMF installer. So this is the installer, this is the file that we have actually just uploaded onto the web server. Alright, as you can see, there is altogether 7 steps required to actually install the Simple Machine forum, and you can actually see the overall process here. Alright, so let's go ahead and just click on continue, and this will then bring us to this page here, which is the database settings. Okay, so this is where we actually enter all the information about our database. So that is why all this information is really important. So let's go ahead and enter that. Database type, you can either create MySQL or SQLite. So I've created my SQL database and I'll leave it as it is. For the server name, we're going to get rid of the localhost, and I'm going to copy and paste my server name, which is this one here, and just like that. Then I'll go ahead and get the username. My username is this one here. I'll copy and I'll paste it, and then the password. So my password in this case is demo82. I'll select it, I'll copy and paste it here like that. Then it's asking us for the database name. The database name is this one here. So I'll quickly just copy and paste that one in as well. And the last thing it's actually asking us is for the table prefix. Now, if you're using many different forums or many different tables inside a database, you would have to make sure that the table prefix is different, so they differ from each other. So because I do not have any of the tables inside my database, and especially I do not have any with the prefix that's actually given here, I'll leave this as it is, and what I'll do is I'll actually go and I will click on the continue button. Alright, so the next page is about quarter way through the installation process, and this is step number 4. This is where the forum settings are actually entered. So first of all, the forum name, my community, I'll actually change it to something like tutorial forum like that, and then the actual web page address. Now, if you have a page and you just want to add something to it, if you want to add the forum to it, you would probably have to go / and then forum or something like that, which will actually make sure that you do not overwrite your existing web page. But because I'm just creating a forum on a web page, so my web page is just going to be a forum, I'm going to remove this / forum, and I'm going to leave it as it is. So when somebody types in this web address, they'll be brought straight to the Simple Machines forum. As for the other options, the first 2 options I would strongly suggest you leave as it is, so leave them checked. The third option is actually when you're using international characters. So if you're using some other languages, this will actually allow you to use the characters from that particular language. The last option here is actually to allow Simple Machines to collect basic stats information, so basically how many people are, visiting your page and stuff like that. So you can click that as well, and if you're using international languages, if you're using other languages than English, you'll click here for the international characters. Okay, well, basically because this is a demo, I will uncheck this and I will not get the Simple Machine forum people mad for collecting the stats for a demo page. However, I will leave this option clicked or checked. So I'll click on continue. And the next step is actually populating the database. So here you'll be given information, something like this, that is created actually 63 tables, and that is actually inserted 779 rows. So that's pretty good, and we'll go and click on continue. And now we are at the administrator account. So this is something that you will use to actually log in as the administrator into your Simple Machines forum. So first of all, you need the username. I'm just going to use the admin here. And then you'll have a password. And retype the password. Email address. And then you will have to supply a database password as well. So this is something that you will use as your password when you're actually editing the database itself. So make sure all these passwords, all these usernames and everything, that you either remember it really good or you actually write it down somewhere, because this will be needed for you to actually log in as an administrator into the Simple Machines forum website, and to actually go into the backend, something that's called backend, where you can actually set up all of the other available options. So make sure that you got this covered, that you got your username and your password written down somewhere, or that you remember them really good. Okay, once the database password has been typed in, I can click on continue. And basically this will bring me to the final page here, which is finalize install, step number 7 here. Alright, so we can see that it's the overall progress has been completed to 100%, and it's actually saying congratulations, and it's giving some information here as well. If you have any of the problems, you should follow this link here, which will help you solve some of the problems. If not, what you can do is actually click on this little checkbox here, and what this does, it actually deletes the install.php file from the web server, as you do not need it anymore. Now there's also a link here, which when you click will bring you to your Simple Machines forum page. So basically we have seen how to download all the files required, we have seen how to upload those files onto the server, and then we went through the installation process of Simple Machines forum. So now we are ready to click on this link here and see what our forum looks like. Okay, so this is the result of our work. As you can see, I'm currently logged in as admin. This is the Simple Machines forum tutorial forum, which I have just created, and you can see there's a lot of options here which we will go through in later videos, and there's also some stats and users online and a lot of other information. So a quick recap: in order to download and install the Simple Machines forum onto your web page, first of all you will need the files which you can get from the Simple Machines forum website. Then you would need a web page where you will actually upload all of these files, and you would need some sort of a software, a program that will actually allow you to upload those files, so some FTP software. In our case, we have used the FileZilla client, as we have seen before. So we have just transferred the files, we have uploaded those files, and then we have actually gone to the web page and we went through all the installation processes. So make sure that you do remember all the required information, so all the details about the database and all the information that you enter. So in the tutorials following this one, we'll have a look how to actually go about editing, enabling and disabling some options of the Simple Machine forum, and how to maintain and run the Simple Machines forum onto our webpage.